In today's world, being able to focus is almost like having a superpower. It's rare to see anyone who can concentrate on one task for hours, but those who can focus get a lot more done than others. Better concentration can help you in many areas, whether it's for school, work, or a hobby. If you can focus, you can reach your goals faster. So today, I'll explain what's stopping you from focusing and how you can improve it. I know you're procrastinating right now by watching this video, but I'll make it worth your time. Grab a pen and paper to write down a few key points from this video. This way, you'll get the most out of your procrastination session. Get ready, because this is going to be a long one. Let's dive in. We have two types of focus: scattered focus and directed focus. Scattered focus is when your attention is spread out. This is like multitasking, cleaning the house while talking on the phone and cooking dinner, or trying to focus on one thing but thinking about something else at the same time. Most people do this, dividing their attention among many things. The problem with scattered focus is that your brain is bad at switching between tasks. When you switch from one task to another, it's not instant. Your brain has to load the context of what you're doing into your working memory. Constantly shifting your attention makes your brain load and reload context over and over. You waste a lot of mental energy switching back and forth, leaving you tired and without much done. On the other hand, we have directed focus. You achieve it by focusing on one thing while ignoring everything else. This is what you should aim for. High achievers focus on one thing at a time, like a laser, and do it to the best of their ability while ignoring all other distractions. So, how can you avoid scattered focus? It's simple. Remove all distractions and avoid anything that could hurt your concentration. Think of it this way. You have 5 units of focus at any time. You can use these 5 units however you like. For example, you could use them all on studying, achieving directed focus. Now, let's say your mom enters your room while you're studying and tells you dinner will be ready in 45 minutes. Even if you were super focused and that interaction lasted only 10 seconds, your attention is now divided. Dinner is on your mind, and your focus isn't as good as before. One focus unit is used on dinner, taking it away from studying. It'll take some time to regain your focus, and you'll waste mental energy in the process. Now, the funny thing is, you're most likely carrying a similarly distracting mom with you all the time: your phone. This tiny device is the biggest anti-focus machine. It rings, it vibrates, and whenever you get a new notification, it makes a sound. That beep is all it takes to distract you from what you were focusing on. Even if your phone is on silent, you're likely to take a quick look at it whenever you're bored, dividing your attention. Of course, this doesn't mean you should throw your phone away. Instead, when you want to concentrate on something, put your phone somewhere it won't disturb you, and you won't be able to look at it. But phones aren't the only thing that divide your focus. Anything can do that, but your phone is probably the biggest distraction. The point is to be aware of possible distractions and avoid them. Another thing that might affect your focus is your body's health. This is often overlooked, but if you want your mind to work well, you need to take care of your body. If you're sleeping less than 7 hours a night, your concentration will suffer. On the other hand, getting 7-9 hours of sleep helps you focus better during the day. Exercise is also important. It releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin that help you concentrate on tough tasks. You don't need to run a marathon. Just a short walk around the block can help. Bonus points if you walk in nature. Hydration is crucial too. You might notice that you can't think straight when you first wake up. That's because you haven't had anything to drink for over 8 hours, so you're a bit dehydrated. Your diet also affects your performance. Eating too much unhealthy food or drinking soda can harm your brain. High sugar foods can cause brain fog and make it hard to focus. Consider healthier options if you want to improve your focus. Now, let's talk about building your focus. Concentration is a skill you can train, just like you train for a sport. The more you practice, the better you get. At first, you might only be able to focus for 10 minutes, but with daily practice, you'll get better and be able to concentrate for longer periods. So if you can't focus for hours right now, don't worry. You can improve your directed focus over time. The best way to practice is to set aside a specific time each day to focus intensely on just one task. Make concentration a regular habit. Many of us wait for the perfect moment to focus, when we're motivated and everything is just right. But it's better to have a set time each day to sit down and concentrate on one thing as long as you can. Protect that time. The best time for focus is in the morning, about an hour after waking up. Usually that's when you're fully awake and not yet distracted by other tasks. Plus, you typically have fewer distractions and all your focus units ready to use. Many famous artists, writers, and philosophers have used this time of day. But what about the afternoon? If you've had a busy day, your attention is already scattered and your brain is overstimulated. That's why focusing in the morning is easier. Your brain has rested for 8 hours. Trying to switch to a tough task, like studying in the middle of a busy afternoon, can be difficult because your mind is already occupied. Such attempts often fail. That said, it's not impossible to focus later in the day. You just need to give your brain a break. It's hard to concentrate for a long time without getting mentally tired. Both scattered and directed focus can be exhausting, so taking breaks and giving your mind some rest is essential. However, this is where most people make a mistake. Taking a break doesn't mean grabbing your phone and scrolling through Instagram, YouTube, or other apps. Doing this still keeps your brain active and uses up your mental energy instead of letting it recharge. Instead, try going for a walk, meditating, or taking a nap. These activities help you unplug and recharge your mental energy because they aren't as stimulating. It might seem boring, but allowing yourself to be bored can give your brain a chance to rest. Taking a mental break isn't just for switching from scattered focus to directed focus. It's also useful for extending how long you can focus intensely. Think of it like this. Imagine you've been running for an hour, and then you have a 15-minute break before running for another hour. Would you rather A. sit down and relax for 15 minutes, or B. do jump rope and burpees for 15 minutes? Obviously, you'd choose option A because you need to save energy for the next run. In this analogy, running represents focusing. After an hour of intense focus, you don't want to add more stimulation. Watching TV or browsing the internet can drain you mentally. Instead, find an activity that helps you disconnect without overloading your brain. Personally, I like to take a short walk. It helps me recharge every time. The Pomodoro Technique is a great way to mix intense focus with mental breaks. Choose a task you want to focus on, then set a timer for 25 minutes and work only on that task. When the timer rings, take a 5-minute break and start the timer again. After 4 25-minute sessions, take a longer break, usually about 30 minutes. You don't have to stick to 25 minutes and 5 minutes exactly. You can adjust the times based on the task. For example, when I'm making videos, I set the timer for 45 minutes and take a 15-minute break. Experiment to find what works best for you. If you've made it this far in the video, great job! Your focus is already better than most people's. Since this video has been long, let me quickly summarize what we covered. First, there are 2 types of focus: scattered focus and directed focus. Aim for directed focus and avoid scattered focus. Second, avoid distractions to prevent scattered focus. Interruptions use up your focus units and make your brain reload context, which leaves you mentally drained. Third, take care of your body to support your mind. Get enough sleep, exercise regularly, stay hydrated, and watch your diet. Fourth, concentration is a skill you can improve. If you can't focus well right now, that's okay. You can train your concentration just like you would train for a sport, and over time, you'll get better at it. Fifth, make focusing a daily habit. Don't just wait for motivation to hit. Instead, set a specific time each day to focus intensely. Mornings are usually the best time because there are fewer distractions and your brain isn't overwhelmed yet. Sixth, give your brain a break from stimulation. Meditate, go for a walk, or take a nap. Let yourself be bored and avoid stimulating activities like browsing the internet. This is especially important if you want to focus later in the day. 7th, take regular breaks. Focusing can be exhausting, so give your mind some rest. Make sure these breaks actually help you relax and don't keep your mind engaged with other activities. 8th, use the Pomodoro Technique. It's a great way to combine intense focus with regular breaks. Even if you try nothing else, make this technique a daily habit. That's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching.